What is up, YouTube? It's been a hot minute. You feel me? It's been a nice solid month or two. Coming back here with a story time video. I know a couple people been waiting for it. If not, I don't really care. You're getting it anyways. You feel me? But anything I talk about in this video, don't go out and do it yourself, because that would suck for somebody else, and also suck for me, because you would have to tell them you got it from me and can be incriminated. You feel me? But to get into this video today, we got a nice little banger coming out for y'all, a nice little story time about how I probably gave somebody one of the worst days of their life ever. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, from the title, you're probably gonna be like, T, what's he talking about? But watch. You better find out. But so yeah, let's get this video started. You feel me? This was back in, like, I want to say 7th, 8th grade type. It was like 7th or 8th grade, and back then, you guys know, like, when you was young, always going to the mall, stuff like that. So of course we was always in the mall head, and so it was a normal day, waking up nice and early, like probably like 6-7 o'clock. And I woke up and I remember getting a text from one of my friends, and we gonna name him what should we name him? Neil. Yeah, let's name him Neil. Right? So Neil texts me, and I was hanging out with Neil for a little bit, like probably a couple months at this point, and we were probably going to the mall like type weekly. And so it wasn't like anything new. It was Neil and I, and then a couple other friends. It was like the usual people that ended up going. And so we go to the mall, and if you go to the mall around me, you already know this mall is known for kids being dropping stuff from the top floors, just being douches, right? And of course, I used to be one of them. You feel me? And so back then, we used to just run around the mall, do stupid stuff. You feel me? Not something I'm telling you to do, but just giving you the context of the story. And so it's just a normal, I think it was a Saturday, to be honest. And so we've been at the mall for like an hour. We got some food. We hung out for a little bit, walked around one of the stores, and then we start getting on our little devious stuff. You feel me? So we're like dropping drinks from like the top level, like nothing crazy or anything, just watching it splat and just laughing. And so it's getting like kind of boring, because it's not like we're really doing anything. And so we're walking by Dave & Buster's, kind of like looping around, and when we're walking by, one of the kids is all like, "Oh, bet somebody won't pour water, like pour a glass on somebody in the bathroom," right? So I'm like, pour a glass of water, like whatever, like that's nothing, right? So I'm pretty sure it was Neil, to be honest. He goes in there, he pours the water, and it's funny, we run, because it was, and then we just leave and we run out. It's not like we really heard anything besides the person like, "Oh, what?" And so we run out, and it's funny. So we come back like an hour or two later, and we're walking by like Dave & Buster's again, and same kid. I'm like, bro, why don't you do it yourself? Like, yeah, telling other people. But basically, he's all like, "Oh, bet somebody won't throw a glass in the store." I'm like, all right, bro, now that's just crazy. Like, throw a glass like that could really hurt somebody. Like, it can lead some fatal injuries. But then he said, "I got 40 on whoever does it." And I said, 40? She. So I didn't even have to say a word. I legit just turned my head. Said 40? Coffee. And so I started walking towards the door, and they're like, "What's he doing?" So they all start following me. I'm walking through the door. We just walking through just a little bit, going slow, and like, it kind of seems like we're speed walking, but not really. Because I'm kind of trying to get this over with, get like in and out type shit. And so we're walking in, and I kind of just walk past all the arcades. It's not like I even stop and look at anything. I walk past the table, and I see a random glass just sitting there. I just grab it. It's already empty, right? I take the empty glass, and I go over to the bathroom, start walking over, making sure it's clear, no security, no fed around, you know? And so I walk into the bathroom, and I hear this guy in there. He is taking a mean one. Like, I'm telling you, boy sounded constipated. Like, he was hitting a whole new level of Super Saiyan up in that mug. Like, he was, like, he was pushing, right? So I'm like, I'm trying not to laugh while I'm literally walking into the bathroom hearing this guy. And then so Neil, he walks in, he's kind of like right behind me. He's standing by the door to see if anyone's coming or anything like that. So I walk in the store, I hear this guy, he's, as I say, he's going at it, right? And so I walk over by the store, and I see he's the only one in there. So I'm all like, hi. And then so I just jump up, and I just throw the glass, and I'm just like, boom, and you just hear that shit shatter, and you just like, you know, I was like, oh, and we just book out. I just start running, and then all of a sudden you just hear the guy, he was like, oh shit, oh my god, like he's screaming. You just hear him like fumbling in the stall, literally trying to like either get up his pants, get out of the stall, just to get the hell out of there to get us. And he's like screaming at the top of his lungs, like I ain't never heard somebody scream like this before. And then so we're running out full speed, like I look like a track star out there, and we book it out this Dave & Buster's. And I know the employees were definitely looking at us like we were crazy, because it's not like they even ran out after us. They probably just looked at us like, why are these kids running? Probably till after. And then we're just gone. We run to the other side of the mall, and then we just kind of like hide out in the store for a little bit. And then later on, we kind of just walk out, and we're seeing like we're kind of walking past the Dave & Buster's like 10-15 minutes later. Like, you think the story's done? No, it's just getting started, kind of. And so we go by the Dave & Buster's again, and they have the cops there and everything. This is like 10-15 minutes later, so like it's not like he saw her face, so we thought. And so we're walking by thinking it's all good. But the thing was, ain't nobody noticed he had saw my shoes on the way out. So he was like, oh, that kid over there has the same kind of shoes. So as we're walking by, I kid you not, this man is talking to like the little like mall, I guess you could say the mall officers or whatever, and he starts like pointing dumb heavy, like he's pointing. I'm like, ain't nobody told you how to point, like not to point? That's rude, sir. But he's pointing at us super hard, and then they're kind of looking at us, looking back at him, and we're like, yeah, let me not stick around to find out what they're talking about. So we kind of just turn and start to go the other way, and then Neil's all like, nah, screw this, like, let's just book it again. So we're like, screw it, right? So we just run, and then we're just going, and we're running again across the mall, running full speed. And then we just run out to the front, and then we call our ride, and then we kind of chill out in the front. We call our ride to come pick us up. And then after that, kind of just chilled. The same day there was a fair, so we kind of just chilled at the fair that was at the mall as well. But ended up going pretty darn swell. The cops weren't like bombarding us or anything. It's not like anyone spotted us at the fair. No other hassles or inconvenience that night. And then the rest of the night kind of went smooth. We hung out at the fair. We chilled out. Got home a little late. Little kid shit. But other than that, it was pretty chill day. You know what I'm saying? But that's it for the story time. I kind of wanted to just drop a video out just to give you all some content. I plan to have like another video coming out this week. Maybe another video, like a gaming video kind, or maybe another story time. I don't know. But if you like these story times, then give a nice little like, a comment, it goes a long way, and I appreciate it very much. It lets me know that you like it and you want more content like it. So give me a comment, subscribe, a nice little like, share to your friends, and we'll see you in the next video.